Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We learn about the states.
And we talk about them.
And we do.
And this is the week. If I'm not mistaken, this episode will come out, and 2 days later, you and I will be sitting in a movie theater.
Wow.
Watching.
Jerking off.
Watching Babe Pig in the City. They're doing a special broadcast at the ArcLight.
That'll be fun.
I'm very excited. No, Star Wars, Episode 7. I almost said The Phantom Menace. The Force Awakens.
Shit.
2 days from when this airs. Now, we're recording it, how many days? 17 days before it comes out?
That's correct.
We made it.
Yeah.
Or we will have made it. We will have made it once this airs.
It seems that we will have made it. If anything changes,
we won't be able to update you because we'll be dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real.
It's gonna, and what's crazy is it kicks off the rest of our lives watching Star Wars in theaters.
It's crazy.
It's super crazy.
That being said, I was reading about the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
And it got me so mad and so scared for Star Wars.
Because you're like, oh, Marvel's already burning out.
Yeah. I mean, that being said, they do like 2 or 3 movies a year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
no, Star Wars does 1 a year. They're good.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And I hope that the main series doesn't go past 9.
I tend to want to agree with you.
3 trilogies feels good.
Right. It's a good, it's like a perfect number of, like 3 sets of 3.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect after this.
And
I was hearing like they might make movies that aren't canon, like do like old EU stuff.
Why?
That's what I was saying too. Like, don't fuck with that shit, man. Like,
I thought that was the whole point of everything that they did.
I hope I'm wrong, or I hope they won't do it, or I don't know.
That sucks.
It does suck. I hope they don't do it.
But so there are Marvel movies planned, like titles, direct, people attached through like 2019.
That sounds right. Yeah.
And then they said that they have other stuff, up in the noggin in space through like 2025.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly not a lack of... It can't
last that long, right? It can't.
The people's fervor for it. I don't know, man. I mean, the Jessica Jones just came out. Some
people love that.
People are loving it, and it's like some like pissant little TV show on Netflix.
Apparently not.
Certainly, yeah.
But
also people love Daredevil too, and I couldn't give two shits, dude. And I watched all of it, and it was fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I didn't understand why people liked it so much.
Maybe they were just excited because the movie was like so bad that they were like, "Oh, cool! Like a cool Daredevil."
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't think that was enough of it though. Like, everyone was like, "Oh, it's so good." Like,
they're gonna run out of superheroes and actors to play them.
They won't. That's just. They've had like 4 different Robins, like in the comics.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
You can. They're never like, comic books are like so evergreen because they just do whatever they want. And then like old Robins will come back and be new Batmans, and old Batmans become
bad Batmans.
Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want it all to end.
Yeah, I'm over it. Again.
So that's our stance on the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Over it. I was over it after the first Iron Man credits rolled. It's like, that's the best it's ever going to be.
And it 100% was the best.
I think it probably. I mean, there's other ones that were pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. But Iron Man 1 is like, I haven't seen it in a while.
I haven't seen it since theaters. So
I've seen it since then, but I feel like it's still probably pretty awesome.
It's been my favorite, but also I really enjoyed Robin Williams live on Broadway when I was in 7th grade, and that doesn't hold up at all.
But that being said, Iron Man came out in 2008. Robin Williams live on Broadway came out in 2003. Yeah. So you had 5 years of growing.
That's true.
Growing and learning.
That's true.
And Iron Man came out the same year as The Dark Knight, which is pretty nuts.
Okay. Are you sure? The Dark Knight. Yeah, you're right.
I'm positive. Yeah.
That's weird.
It's crazy because
it's a good year for superhero movies.
Yeah, I liked Iron Man better.
Yeah, I went back and watched The Dark Knight recently. It's fine.
I'm sure.
The Joker parts are awesome.
I bet.
But they're few and far between.
And the third one was no good. I will say that it was no good.
I haven't seen it since theaters. I need to rewatch it.
Do you?
I love doing impressions of Bane. It's just so funny to me.
I know I've said it before on the podcast, but he sounds like Munch from the Oddworld games. Go, just stop listening to this podcast. Go, just look up a video of Munch from the Oddworld games. He's, hey, but we've got to get the Gabbia from the Gluckens. It's 100%
really funny.
Bane, and it's crazy. I don't know why everyone was okay with it. I don't understand.
It was a weird choice, man.
And I mean, I've got a lot of beef with the voices in those movies.
Do you?
Yeah, I know.
Besides
I know we've talked about this. Batman can't breathe through his dang mask.
Yeah. His is a weird choice. That was a weird
man. I'll get you, no matter what. Yeah,
it was a weird time, man. When people were. That's just how you were. A tough guy was doing that kind of voice. I don't know why.
What do you think the next state is? It's either Alaska or Hawaii. I don't know which it is.
It's Hawaii.
Is it?
Yes, that's what I think. I think we got Alaska in the 50s, and we must have had Hawaii before World War II.
Fuck, you're right.
So if I'm correct, I would say Hawaii's next.
You're right. I will also say Hawaii is next. That's sound reasoning.
It's good. Yeah, it's good logic.
Let's see.
That's why I'm in charge. I'm the brains. You're the brawn.
Well,
I was wrong.
Alaska.
Well, it was all predicated on the fact that I thought it was in the 50s. What?
January 3rd, 1959.
Whoa. Okay, so I was right. What were we doing in Hawaii then?
I mean, we've just had a base. We have bases all over.
But like, why? What's up? We'll find out later.
That's
about Hawaii.
Crazy.
59 though. Like we were just hanging out for like what? 47 years?
1912 to 1959.
47 years.
Well, yeah. I mean, we got all of the land from one ocean to the other. It's like,
what's left? Canada?
I guess we're set.
Hey, Canada, break us off a chunk.
You gonna finish that?
Yeah. Like
Before,
the hugest landmass ever.
1959.
That's so crazy.
Both world wars were done fully. We were
on top, dude.
We were getting ready to go to the dang moon.
Yeah, right. That's so crazy.
Ugh. Before that, it was territory of Alaska.
Seward's Folly. Who's laughing now?
Oh, their flag's pretty rad. Holy crap. It's just the dang Big Dipper.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's
man,
really cool.
That's great. That is great. The seal, just a lovely scene.
Yeah.
There's a seal on the seal. That's amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Like in the outside ring, there's a seal and like a trout, I assume. Yeah. Just a lovely scene, a mountain, a little house thing. It's great.
The sun is reflected in the lake.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's idyllic.
Nicknames: The Last Frontier. Well, the second to last frontier.
Space is the last frontier.
Space is the final frontier.
True. These are the voyages. What? Go on.
Motto: North to the future. No. Marty, we've got to go north.
Well, where are we going? They don't have roads.
Their state song.
Yeah.
Alaska's flag.
It's called Alaska's flag. This state is out of control right now, dude. They're just messing with you like every which way.
Whoa. Official language. You ready?
I mean, it better be Inuit. That would be...
How much time do you have? English, Inupiq, Siberian, Yupik, Central Alaskan Yupik, Alutiiq, Unangan, Denaina, Dengxiang, Halakchuk, Koyukon, Upper Kuskokwim, Gwinchin, Tanana, Upper Tanana, Tenacross, Han, Atna, Ayak, Tlingit, Haida, and Simshian. That's crazy.
If you play that clip backwards, it's you reciting Stairway to Heaven. Did I just find out that Inuit is like not the correct term for...
I bet.
Well, okay.
And that was, and you know, when we were kids, it was like, yeah, don't
Don't
They're
say
not
Eskimo.
Eskimos. They're Inuits.
Yeah, it's like just as
It's
bad.
well, it's probably like
It's like saying don't call them Indians, call them Cherokees.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
like-
I'm sure that's exactly what it is. It's like, well,
I'm trying my best,
you're
guys.
trying. Spoken languages: English 89.7%, native Eskimo, Aleut, Nadine languages 5.2, Spanish 2.9.
Weird.
That's real weird. You wouldn't expect that at all.
I don't know.
Demonym, Alaskan.
Sure.
Juneau, the capital?
Nope.
It's Anchorage. No, it's Juneau. The largest city is Anchorage. Area, number
Huge.
1, baby.
It's massive.
It's like, yeah, it's bonkers.
It's half the size of the rest of the U.S.
Population,
4.
48th.
48th.
That's like awesome.
That's yeah.
There are how many
Kick back. Spread your feet out.
total population? 736,732
Yeah.
in the whole
That's
goddamn
crazy.
state.
And half those guys are like on oil derricks out in the water. I'm sure.
Right.
You know.
Like they have a P.O. box
You're
in
right.
Alaska, but they live in the ocean. Fuck, that is
They
crazy.
live in the ocean.
Population density ranked 50th.
Yeah, you don't say.
Median household income 64,333.
They're doing all right.
And I bet shit is cheap there.
You think? Or is it like
Land is cheap.
land is cheap?
Talk is cheap. Goods are expensive. Highest point.
Mount McKinley? That's not where that is.
You would have been correct 2 months ago.
What?
Denali. They just changed the name of Mount McKinley.
To Mount Denali?
Yeah.
Oh. Look at me.
Yeah. It's Obama like did it.
Interesting. Which also used to be taller before it blew up. Have you seen like the before and after?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, it looks so crazy.
Lowest point, sea level. That's cheating.
Sea level. At least name it.
Governor Bill Walker, Independent. Lieutenant Governor Byron Mallet,
Okay.
Democrat. Interesting.
I like it.
Republican senators, all 3. Time zone, east of 196 degrees, Alaska, UTC. West of 196 degrees, Aleutian, UTC.
Okay.
Abbreviation, AK. Website, alaska.gov.
Alaska, a.k.a. AK.
That sucks. Let's get to state symbols, if I can find them. It's crazy that it's not always
In the same place.
snowing in Alaska. You know, I just imagine it always being frozen, but they have other seasons, right? They do, yes.
I don't know. Talking to the wrong guy. I don't know anything about these states. I just live here.
State symbols, here we go. State motto, North to the Future. Nicknames, The Last Frontier, or Land of the Midnight Sun,
Dude.
or Seward's Icebox.
Yeah.
State bird, Willow ptarmigan.
Okay. Not familiar.
It was adopted by the territorial legislature in 1955, before it was a state.
Okay.
It's a small, 15 to 17 inches Arctic grouse that lives among willows.
15 to 17 inches? That's like a 1.5 feet fucking long. That's a huge bird.
No, it's a small. Well, all the other birds in Alaska are massive.
Yeah. They're all pelicans and...
It lives among willows and open tundra and muskeg. Plumage is brown in summer, changing to white in the winter. The willow ptarmigan is common in much of Alaska. I like that little info.
That is fun. Because
You
we're like, what
never
is
heard
that?
of it, yeah.
It's like, well, don't worry. I got your back, buddy. Animals that change from brown to white
I was just going to say that.
are insane. That's how you know, hey...
God is good, God is great. Thank you for this rabbit on my plate. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what it is that
Deal
you know,
with it,
but
atheists. I don't know anything. I just know it's crazy.
it is.
Rabbits do that kind of shit too.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And like weasels or stoats or
deer, like so many animals.
I don't know how it happens. It's crazy. People, yeah.
They wear coats. State fish, king salmon.
Hell yeah, dude.
State flower, wild/native, forget-me-not. Oh, adopted by the territorial legislature in 1917. It's a perennial that is found throughout Alaska from Hyder to the Arctic coast and west to the Aleutians. State fossil, woolly mammoth, baby.
Yeah, that's the best.
State gem, jade. State insect, four-spot skimmer, dragonfly. State land mammal, moose. State marine mammal.
Dude, hold on. Moose, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
That's maybe gonna give buffalo a run for its money.
Moose is pretty solid.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
State marine mammal, bowhead whale.
Dang, that sounds cool.
State mineral, gold.
Oh, baby.
State song, Alaska's flag. State sport, dog mushing.
That's what it's called.
You just get them in a big barrel and you stomp on them until they're all
Yeah,
you get all the juice.
All that dog wine.
State tree, Sitka spruce. State dog, Alaskan Malamute.
Yeah, hell yeah.
State soil, Tanana.
State soil, snow.
Alaska is a U.S. state situated in the northwest extremity of the North American continent. Bordering the state to the east are the Canadian territory of Yukon and the Canadian province of British Columbia. So Yukon is it's not a province. It's just a territory?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I think Canada has basically like half and half. Like more, not
Weird.
exactly, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is or what's going on or... I feel like no one lives in the Yukon territory.
I think that's probably true.
It's all like prospectors.
To the north are the Chukchi and Beaufort Seas. Southern parts of the Arctic Ocean. To the west and south is the Pacific Ocean with Russia, specifically Chukota Autonomous Okrug and Kamchatka Krai. Farther west along the Bering Strait.
I can't tell if those are Russian words or like native words or what.
I don't know. Well, and it's weird. You don't think about this, but there's a lot of like Asian influence in Russia too.
Right. I didn't realize that.
So it's crazy. It's crazy.
In Fallout, the big like final battle basically before the bombs all drop it happens in Anchorage, and it's between like China and America. So
it's one of those rude games where
China's
the enemy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like, well, we're stuck here now.
Alaska is the largest state in the United States by area, fourth least populous, and least densely populated of the 50 United States. Approximately half of Alaska's residents live within the Anchorage metropolitan area. Alaska's economy is dominated by the oil, natural gas, and fishing industries, resources which it has in abundance. Tourism and military bases are also a significant part of the economy. Although it's been occupied for over 10,000 years by indigenous peoples, from the 18th century onward, European powers considered the territory of Alaska ripe for exploitation. It actually says exploitation this time. And trade. The United States purchased Alaska from the Russian Empire on March 30th, 1867 for $7.2 million at approximately 2 cents an acre.
Yeah.
The area went through several administrative changes before becoming organized as a territory on May 11th, 1912. It was admitted as the 49th state of the United States on January 3rd, 1959. I did not realize we bought it from Russia.
I had no idea. Yeah.
Real weird.
Like, I knew how much it cost per acre, but I didn't know it was from Russia.
That's so strange. It's so strange that everything about the world is just crazy. That's all.
It's weird that I still find out new things.
Right?
Because, like, you would expect that school taught you most of the things.
Everything I need to know I learned in kindergarten.
So is that a book?
I feel like it's just a thing.
Yeah, I've heard
that before.
And
then, there's like a list, like, be nice to people, share your toys.
So dumb. I saw this list that was like 20 things women over 30 should never wear.
Ugh.
And then it was like, number 1, a faulty jetpack. Number 2, like, it was all like shit like that.
That's
like,
really funny.
Like booty shorts with national secrets written on them. Like, it's just like an insane list.
That's pretty good.
It got me, man. It got me. I was like, okay, fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird when you find out new stuff. Like, there are whole wars that you don't even know about. You know, like the what's it? The Falklands, the Falkland Wars or the Falklands War. It's like
the Falcon Wars.
The Falcon,
where they trained all those birds to attack each other.
But it's like a huge, big deal in England because it's one of their wars, but we don't even know about it.
I mean, there's a whole goddamn world of shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, we barely know anything about America, and we know nothing about anywhere else.
If it wasn't World War II, we don't know about it.
Yeah,
basically.
Like for real though. Yeah, and even World War II, like there's stuff I don't know about. Like, name anything that was happening in Africa. Name anything that was happening in Russia. Like you can't do it.
Russia was there was some stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on. The bulk of the war happened in Russia.
Yeah.
As far as like casualties.
Didn't Hitler try to go up in there?
Yeah.
And then he was like, ooh, fuck.
Yeah, and he tried to like invade, Stalingrad or whatever, and what's his name? Stalin was just like they named the city after him.
Daniel Gradberg.
Right. Just like threw like millions of dudes at him. It was just like a meat grinder. And yeah, it was just crazy. It's crazy. Africa had stuff going on too.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
I mean, you would assume, but you just don't learn about it.
Yeah. There's like tank stuff happening down there. I don't know. all kinds of tank stuff. I think Erwin Rommel is the name
Fish
of like
tanks.
but yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like just really nice, beautiful saltwater.
Saltwater,
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Very like colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be careful, man.
People with fish tanks are like weirdos, right?
With normal fish tanks, there's this scene in The Wire that's like really stressful because you don't know what's happening. Where this one of the main drug dealers who like we've been following his story, and this is like season 1.
Is he a fish or?
Well, he gets like a lot of shit's been happening where people have been being murdered or like taken out, and one of the other like lieutenants in the gang drives him to like some location and like, yeah, get out, and then like go downstairs, like makes him go to the basement, and then he like turns the lights on, and the whole basement is filled with like fish tanks, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be out of town for a couple weeks, so I need you to yeah, dude. It's so funny. The basement's all like wood paneled, like just like awesome.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I put he's just like, I put the food next to each tank that they need to, like, it's just like so like real.
In general, though, people with fish tanks are weirdos.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
My dad had one growing up. It was a saltwater tank.
Saltwater tanks are pretty cool though.
They
man.
are cool, but like civilians shouldn't have them. You know?
right. Professionals only.
Yeah. They're. I feel like they just inherently add unnecessary clutter.
There's a lot going on there too.
You can't keep a saltwater tank clean no matter what you do.
No, yeah. No matter how many snails and shit you put in there. Oh, tank full of snails, it won't be clean. Snail shit everywhere.
And they're loud and
they are loud. Yeah.
You just.
And if you want a good one, it's got to be like 100 gallons. It's got to be like massive.
It's got to be big. Who has room for that? It's like.
Yeah, if you have room for it, you're already probably like some eccentric weirdo.
Yeah.
What am I gonna put here? How about a giant ass fish tank?
I had a kid in elementary school. You know how like
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the state took him away from me because obviously I was far too young. But I still send him Christmas cards and stuff.
That's nice.
So we talk sometimes.
His name is Shark Man.
Yeah, he lived in a tank. You know how there's always like a kid who's just like a fucking liar, like an obvious, just like
sure.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
Right.
Yes. I had this kid. I forget his name. I completely forget his name actually.
Zachariah.
Yeah, it was Zachariah, and he told us once that he had a fish tank. We were talking.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You don't have a fish tank.
And that the fish tank broke, and he had one of those big yellow. It was a saltwater tank, one of those big yellow tangs. Those are the big flat yellow fish with like the kind of pointy snouts.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, we couldn't afford to get a new tank, so we put him in the swimming pool, and now he just lives in the swimming pool." And when I go swimming, he like swims in and out of my bathing suit and stuff, and he just swims with us.
That would be really cool if it was true.
And I was like,
"Did you even then you knew
that fish would be fucking dead instantly? Instantly. The ocean is not chlorine.
Yeah." Within seconds, that fish would just be like poisoned.
It wouldn't even make it. It
would like smell the fumes and just like pat.
It'd be like the dip in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You just, oh my god, it made me so mad.
Oh god.
And
even if the pool was like perfectly salinated,
they do make saltwater pools.
Could a fish live in that?
I don't think saltwater pools are salty enough.
What if you had a pool that was exactly what the fish needed? Would just the act of you introducing yourself into the pool negate everything?
How much?
I'm talking like Olympic-sized swimming pool. I'm assuming you're a rich eccentric.
I'm asking how often do you pee in the pool?
As often as you can.
Okay, yeah, I think you'd be fine. Well, because you swim in the ocean, but the
ocean's
like
massive.
Huge.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, what if you had another pool? Another perfectly salinated pool.
A control pool?
No. That was just constantly cycling its water in. So like there was enough like
motion.
Yeah, and
is this not an infinity pool?
It's an infinity pool,
okay.
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, in this scenario, if I'm rich enough, it's an infinity pool.
I don't know.
I mean, I suppose given enough money, you could make such a pool where you could have that.
I feel like it'd be gross.
Well,
though.
at that point, just buy an island and just like
swim off of the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it'd be gross.
Just because it's so contained.
Yeah, like they're just
it's touching me.
Animal shit and like kelp all on your legs and like.
Half your pool would have to be non-swimmable because you wouldn't want to go by the kelp.
You'd get you'd have to create some sort of ecosystem,
You would, right?
and it would be nasty.
And then you let's say you did it, and then you couldn't stop there. You had to introduce like mammals and stuff. All of a sudden, you got like 3 seals.
Oh.
Sounds really cool, right? Let me put it that way. How many animals could you support in your pool?
In an Olympic-sized pool,
In an Olympic-sized pool, but it has a second Olympic-sized pool feeding salt water into it.
but no creatures
No
live in the
creatures,
second one.
no, just salt
I don't
water.
think you could store any mammals, honestly. I don't.
What if you had a shed made for the mammals? Like
A mammal shed?
A mammal shed.
I don't think that pool would be big enough. I mean,
What if we combine the 2 pools? It's a double Olympic.
I don't know. That being said, though, you go to a zoo, seals are in not
Yeah, like tiny
huge
little-
pools.
And Olympic size, that's for sure.
So maybe they'd be better off because they'd have other
Stuff to play with.
other fish to eat and
Yeah.
a grubby sandy floor.
Yeah,
And,
and you could like sink an airplane into your pool and make a coral reef.
oh man, and throw a bunch of like
Old tires
6-pack
and-
rings,
Yeah, right.
just like home.
Yeah, change your oil in the pool.
You know those. There, I think there are a couple, but there's one huge one that's just like a trash island in the ocean.
Yeah, it's like actually just a ball of trash, like huge.
Yeah, that's the craziest,
like the way the
most
currents
fucked up
happen
thing.
and
yeah, like all
just
trash
collects.
just ends up there.
That's so weird.
We can't. There's no way to fix that, right?
I
I mean, you could.
you could remove the ball of trash.
Where do you put it?
you burn it?
I always thought when I was a kid, I was like, why don't we just build a giant rocket and fill it with trash and launch it at the sun? And the only flaw that I can find
Yeah,
now
okay.
is that would have to be a goddamn huge rocket
It'd be
to
insane.
matter.
Yeah. Well, also like that's so impractical. It's insane. Like
We're gonna run out of space eventually.
there's plenty of space, dog.
Yeah,
It's
in
final
the middle of the
frontier.
ocean.
It's the final frontier.
It's the northern, back
So-
to the north.
Right.
The future. Wait, what is it?
The future is now. The Kit Carson story. What was it?
Kit Kittredge,
Who's Kit Kittredge?
an American girl.
No. What was the slogan? Great white north.
Smell you later.
You know the guys who died the same day the music died. The guy
the big bopper, the little bopper.
and the just right bopper.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Got your peaches. Got your hot sauce. Get